to the people.
Now, when did you leave?
I left a week after, I think the 20th, 28th, 28th, 29th of September. And from that one day to the other, because I could go back to Caguas once before I left. The husband of my cousin, the car that we made a line of 8 hours, he gave me the jeep and said, you can go to Caguas so you can see how's the apartment, everything. And we could do that, and I could see more what the devastation of Caguas when I turned to Caguas. And we prepared a suitcase because I knew that my daughter was trying to get us out. I had a flight with my family for JetBlue, and I said, well, let's prepare and try to get back. But when my daughter called me and said, no, you have to leave tomorrow in a relief effort plane. Both of you, these are the instructions. You have to go to the airport at this time, ask for this person, and we took in conference with somebody. One of the things also important is that I have a condition in my skin and worsened during the hurricane, and I went to my doctor that is from Atorrey area. I was near him. My cousin and her husband took me there, and he had opened the office because he had a generator and clean water, and he told me, I'm here because for me, I know that the people need air condition and needs clean water, and I have person with infections, and I show him my lesion, and he told look very bad. I have to make you an intervention, surgery, and he has all the resources in his office. It's like a little clinic, and he made me the procedure and took me 4 points, and I explained stitches, and I explained to him, well, I'm going supposedly tomorrow with my daughter in a relief effort plane, and he told me, okay, I will give you a certification in order for you to somebody in 7 to 10 days take you out the stitches. Okay, I say okay, I took it. So I went back, and my cousin and her husband were going to take us to look for the suitcase, but I said no, we're gonna leave everything because I don't want you to use the gas that you have in your car, because that was the one we made the line, and then you have to make a loan because they have conditions, very serious condition, for 8 hours or more, because that was the time that was terrible. And I talked to my sister and convinced her and said, no, we have to leave everything. We had a lot of medical supplies for my mother there, and we have to stay with the ones that my sister and she brought to my cousin's house, and left other medicines because we couldn't go there to Caguas again. So the other day we went to the airport, and horrible impression, terrible. When I saw the terminal of JetBlue, there were thousands of people out of JetBlue terminal because there was more people, or maybe, I don't know, something similar inside. Those were people waiting. And when we go in to the airport with no air condition, no energy, lot of people in the floor, people crying, people claiming that they have the flights that were suspended, that they need to go out, because our flight was canceled also, JetBlue. Yeah, it was for Saturday, and that's where my daughter had that could have that flight for us. We lose, obviously we were not Saturday, because these people of it was tourism in Puerto Rico, Elisa Muñoz and Celi Mato where the things were so smooth with us when we identify, and I said, I came here through Selimatos. They told us that we had to get a plane for a relief, Delta, human relief, and they said, okay, come here. They put us aside in a long line of disabled, handicapped people, a long line. And the other people were so, everybody was sweating, and they looked so tired, and then when I couldn't believe we would do it, but we were in the list, and when they called us, we went, all the handicapped people went through the hall and get through TSA. And then my mother didn't have a valid identification, and they passed her with the one that she had, and we get to the gate. The gate, it was more hotter than outside. It was terribly hot. There was a man, I remember, all her shirt was wet, and he began to talk to me and told me he has been for 2 days in the airport because he lost his plane. His flight was canceled, and he had to get out, and that day he could do it. So we wait there, and when we get to the plane, they treat us so well. I couldn't believe it.
This was Delta?
Delta, but they were so compassive. They gave us so many sandwiches, cold water. They let us in the airplane for more than 2 hours waiting inside, and the pilot said, we are waiting from Miami to tell us, because there were no satellite towers functioning in the airport. So he said, we are waiting for Miami to tell us to leave, because I understood that was the satellite they were using.
The tower, the airplane tower.
Because there are many flights, small flights or flights leaving from Puerto Rico to Miami that are already in the sky. So we prefer to let you in the airplane because you have air condition. And we said, oh yeah. The flight was full. There was not a seat without nobody. It was booked, totally booked. And they say, before they book it, they say, we have 40 seats, but we won't let anybody in the airport. The pilot said, we will put everybody we can in the plane. And I saw so many young people, children, old people, handicapped. And we were treated very, very, very well. We came without luggage, just where the medicines are of my family. And then we get to JFK because we had to make it through JFK. We found persons that we know since we were little. This woman with their 2 girls going to New York, she was going to pay the hotel to stay there because she didn't have where to go. But they were in the plane, people that we know and we love. They are special. We landed. We had, because it was a special flight, we didn't have the warmness, the thing that when you go out, you're in the gate. We have to be in the pista.
Okay, so you did not land at the gate.
No, because it was a special flight, so we didn't land in the gate, and the handicapped people had to wait because we went through. I don't remember. But I know that because they couldn't.
They could not walk down the stairs.
No, my sister used a walker.
Mm-hmm.
So she couldn't do that. So we went through the where the pilot is, a door, and it was very easy. I think there was a platform that put us down, and we went in a bus, and we went to the gate, and we were there and walk to go to get the luggage, but we didn't have except the thing with the medicines. There was my daughter there and my granddaughter.
And from there, you're now here.
And from there on, we are here. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Jasmine, for this great story, and we'll continue to tell everybody what's going on in Puerto Rico. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Loco de contento con su cargamento para la ciudad, ay, para la ciudad.